The following is a production of The Reporter, Delaware County's leading news source.
Good day to everyone. Here it is, the 4th, and I know everyone's anxiously waiting for what's coming, depending what it is. Because when I wrote the thing for the paper, they were so unsure about everything. I just mentioned something's going to happen, and I didn't say what it was going to be. Looking back over the last 3 days, we had a day of 32, a day of 35, a day of 32. Today we'll be lucky to maybe get to 32, and that's actually a good thing. And the nighttime temperatures have been below freezing. Tonight, we're going to go into the teens. And I know this is going to sound strange, but that's wonderful. Especially if you have a dirt driveway, a gravel driveway, or dirt roads in Franklin and Walton and all around. Because if this ground doesn't freeze before what we're going to get on Saturday and Sunday, it makes it almost impossible to plow it without wrecking it. So let it freeze solid, okay? That's what I'm hoping for anyway. There's so much moisture in the ground right now at the moment, however, any place it comes to the surface, there's no snow sitting on it. And also be careful where you're stepping, because it looks like just snow out there. But before it fell this morning, there was this little patch of freezing drizzle first. And the snow's on top of it, so you're not going to be able to tell what's slippery and what isn't. Be careful of your steps, exposed stones, all that kind of stuff, because it is slippery under there. That will disappear, and I'm sure they already put stuff on the roads and everything, so that's probably just fine. But now what's coming? 3 days ago, they had us maybe getting 1 to 3 inches, and that was with the European model, and the other one wasn't going to give us anything but flurries. And then the 1 to 3 became 3 to 5, the 3 to 5 became 5 to 8, and this morning for us, the 5 to 8 is now 8 to 12. Okay, either one of those scenarios mean plowable snow, shovelable snow. And I went into the barn this morning and got out my roof rake, and it's sitting on the front porch because we're on the part where it's a coastal storm. On the weather map, there's always this little dot they put on it. And if this thing hits the dot, then downstate gets all sorts of snow, and we get a moderate amount. Well, both models now have the storm coming up inside that dot. What that means is downstate, they're going to get rain. We're going to get moderate to heavy snow. So it depends exactly where that low pressure is as to how much we're going to get. But trust me, we're going to get stuff we're going to have to move. Let's put it that way. Now, if this were a regular winter, that would be okay. It'd be on the ground and, it's supposed to be. But Tuesday, Wednesday of this coming week, it's going to rain all over us from a different coastal storm. It's going to warm up and be maybe mid to upper 30s, and it's going to rain. The snow we're going to get is going to have maybe an inch or an inch and a half worth of liquid in it. Then we're going to throw rain on top of it, and now guess what happens to frozen ground? The snow melts, and there's only one place for it to go. It's called downhill to our brooks, our streams, the river, and this ground hasn't dried out from the last one yet. So it's just one of those things to be careful. Let's hope we don't get flooding. But the river hasn't gone down a whole lot. So now we just have to keep a watch and keep our fingers crossed. Because one's going to be snow, but the next one is not. So that gives us about a 5-day outlook. And that's what we're looking for. Prepare for it to get quite cold tonight and say, oh, good. Especially maybe if you have sleds and maybe your snowmobile, because maybe you'll be able to use them at least for a day or two, and you'll have to put them away. But we haven't had that in a long time. So just be careful driving, and we'll take it from there. Have a good one.
To subscribe or advertise, call 607-464-4009.